A lot of people talk about cleaning the barbecue. I know a lot of guys who sit there and wax on about how much they know about barbecues. And I wouldn't trust any of these guys, including me, to take it apart or clean it or do. You probably want to call a professional. And if you're going to call a professional, you might want to call Barbecue Pro. And joining us now, I'm looking at the nickname down below me. So who is joining us from Barbecue Pro?
It's Charles.
Charles. Because I saw what looks like a nickname on Zoom, and I don't think I can call you that name. People are saying,
hey, Charles,
fair
good morning.
enough.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Really
How's it
good.
going
Thank
over
you.
there?
well,
Great.
it's like sometimes you go in, you see in the day this beautiful barbecue, and you look at it in the store, and you go, great, and they say, do you want it like this in the box, or do you want us to assemble it? And I'm like, well, you don't expect me to put that thing together. I mean,
Yeah,
there is propane gas and fire involved. I would think you want to call a pro. And for a lot of people, when it comes to cleaning the barbecue, I think sometimes there's just feeling like everyone thinks they know.
Well,
But
Mike, if I can just interrupt,
yeah.
I'm sure you probably didn't even know you're supposed to have a gas license to put those things together if you're selling them assembled. It's
Wow.
funny. You can go home and put it together yourself, but if you're actually selling it assembled, you need to have a gas ticket to do that. And yeah, putting them together is one thing. Getting them clean, I'd say that's even a harder challenge if you're going to do it right.
So how do you come to get into this business? How do you end up making this a vocation?
It's a funny story. I was actually working a long time ago. I was working with animals, as I like to say, as a meat stylist. In other words, I was a butcher, and the dishwasher told me one day, he's like, "Hey, man, I got this job. I'm cleaning barbecues after work." So I said, "You know what? I'm gonna go check it out." I was money hungry. I liked the idea, and I started doing it. All of a sudden, I got an idea. I was like sitting in a backyard one day, one of those backyards where it's crusty. You can see in everyone's backyard. I said to myself, you know what? I could make a living doing this. And that was the beginning of Barbecue Pro. So I started going out and figuring out how to clean these things and bringing in proper power tools. And then one day I got stopped by the TSSA and they said, hey, guess what? You need a gas license to clean your barbecue. So we went out and we got licensed and we got insured. And that was almost 20 years ago. Since then, my company's done probably over 60,000 barbecues. And currently we clean about 50 of them a day.
Wow.
50 a day.
Yeah, it's a busy business. So a lot of people, take it. Do you want to go home and clean your barbecue?
No.
No.
Yeah.
I did not have to think about that one, Charles.
Hey Charles. Hey Charles. I gotta tell you and the listeners a quick story here. So you guys came by last week. I think it was Friday, and Nick was in my backyard working away. And the attention to detail is almost like putting together the world's most complicated puzzle. This guy took everything apart, cleaned every single piece. He had, I'm going to say, 20 different tools. It was like watching a ninja in the backyard. He did such a spectacular job. Is this what happens to everybody, or did Dave Bastel get the special treatment or something?
No, you didn't get the special treatment. You got that treatment. So we've brought it pretty much into a science now. So we can clean them anywhere, anytime. And exactly like you said, our technician goes into the back. They're going to set up. They wear a huge mask. You probably saw me look like Darth Vader out there or something.
Yep.
With the full face mask, dual cartridge. Safety is very important for us. So they set up their working area. And like you said, we're going to take it all apart. Using power tools, we're going to clean it right down. And then we scrub it all and bring it back to life. We can't make a barbecue new again. But even, David, we come pretty damn close to getting it there.
Oh, yeah.
See, and you'd rather have that guy with the gear, with the getup, with the tools, instead of what you normally get, which is a guy like me, who, by the way, will be drinking. There will be a cocktail, and that's rarely how you really want to see your guys with efficiency and cleanliness. You don't want to see the Crown Royal being pulled out and say, "Well, Dave, you got any ice before I get started yet?"
Another thing is you want to make sure that you know what you're doing. let's get back to the beginning. It is a gas appliance. Okay, now if you're going to go in there and just tinker with a brush and scrub it, by all means. But if you're really going to go to town and take this thing apart and clean it all out, you should know what you're doing. Sure, you can watch YouTube like every other, new professional in the world. But at the same time, all of our guys are gas licensed. Barbecue Pro, we don't make mistakes. Everything is monitored. We have pictures taken. There's communication. It's been a big process, and like we said, as much as getting drunk and cleaning your barbecue sounds like a fun way to spend an afternoon, I can assure you, Mike, if you called Barbecue Pro and just got drunk and watched us clean the barbecue, you'd have an even better one.
It would be a lot easier.
That is
hey,
way
we're talking to Charles from Barbecue Pro. Father's Day right around the corner. We're a T-minus 2 weeks. So you talk about a fantastic gift for dad. Have Barbecue Pro clean the barbecue for dad so he doesn't have to. You also do some repairs, though. I know that. What are some of the common repairs with barbecues? Because a lot of times you buy the barbecue, you want the thing to last. You don't want to replace it every couple of years. So what are some of the common repairs that you guys take care of as far as the actual queue is concerned?
The most common are we aren't getting any heat, and that's going to be a regulator issue. So a regulator it's a small spring-loaded disc, and it does exactly that. It regulates the gas flow. So quite often we're replacing those. And then the obvious one is my starter. No one wants to light a barbecue with a match and worry about their eyebrows. So, starters, that's it. Well, can you fix my starter while you're here? Can you fix my starter? Now, while I'm on the air with you guys, I'm going to give everyone the number one tip that we give them before we get paid to fix the starter. Have you checked the battery? That seems to be a blowout question. Everyone's like, whoa. There's a battery in my starter?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? So if you've got a button on your barbecue and it looks kind of like it can come off, I would look under that button and check to see if it's got a little battery in it. Do that first. If that doesn't work and you need it fixed, give Barbecue Pro a call.
Yeah, I said that's just the logistics of what you do now. Of course, with the pandemic and COVID-19, so now what is the protocol? Because I'm guessing it's a little different at the moment.
Yeah. So as soon as COVID-19 hit, we took immediate action. It's different in many ways. Our technicians now are all starting from home, so there's no interaction with anyone. When we get to the house, we do always screen. So you're going to be screened for all of the regular questions. Have you traveled? Do you know anyone? Have you been? Etc. And then we ask that people just kind of stay. We don't need you to be there to clean your barbecue. By all means, if you want to watch, that's fine. Please just do it from 6 feet away. All of our technicians have PPE. And we don't take any chances. If anyone's not feeling well, first thing they do is stay home. So, we can access your barbecue 99% of the time without even seeing you. All we need is access to water and electricity, and we can get the job done. So it's definitely been interesting. We haven't taken on any new hires to reduce risk of spread for training, because it is pretty hands-on training. And, it's been an adventure as it has for everybody else. But in regards to keeping people safe, the sanitation purpose of having your barbecue cleaned is a good one. Yeah. It's a gas appliance. I know most people nowadays are stuck at home, so I'm sure barbecues are getting used a lot more. If you don't take care of them, there is risk and chance of fire, and Barbecue Pro can get rid of that. So, it's been an adventure.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, Charles, the website, the phone number, what's the best way to book something like this? Because I know I had people watching Nick clean my barbecue. My neighbors were kind of like, okay, what's going on here? So there's and who doesn't have a barbecue? You know what I mean? So how do they get a hold of you? What's the best way of booking? And maybe all the general information that our listeners should know.
Okay, well, the best way to book is just to hop on our website at www.barbecuepro.com. Now, that's spelled out BARBEQUEPRO.com. You can book an appointment right online. And you can also give us a call. We have a phone number, obviously. It's 416-925-9585. But we always recommend the fastest way to get on the queue is to just hop online and book an appointment right there. We're also on Facebook, Google, Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, hop online. We want to clean your barbecue. You don't want to clean your barbecue, give us a call. We want to do it. Also, for the dads out there, guys, and listeners, we've got gift certificates. So, we might not be able to come on Father's Day, but I guarantee you'll put a big smile on his face if you give him a gift certificate for a clean barbecue. That's a no-brainer. That's
an excellent idea. Now, look, before I let you go, because you were a former meat stylist, and I love that expression.
I'm using that.
Yes, I am completely. It's radio. We steal everything. There's no original ideas in this industry at all. What is for you, if we're talking beef and we're talking about a steak that is going to be the best tasting steak of all time, well marbled, all those kinds of things that would make a Father's Day steak perfect for you? What's the cut you're putting on the grill?
My favorite cut would be a ribeye.
Yes.
If I'm going with a family cut and we want to sink some money into it, I'd go out and get a big tomahawk steak.
Oh,
like they're just it looks like something out of the Flintstones, right?
It does.
It
does.
It's a true piece of meat right there. You feel like you're really saddled up and chewing on the back of a cow. But the main thing is, for all of barbecuers out there, if I can make one recommendation while you're using your cue, be patient. We've got that thing, that clipping of the tongs we like to do and the flipping of the food we like to do.
Yeah.
Barbecue food cooks best if you let it be. Let it sit, let it sizzle, wait till the brown's around the sides before you flip it. And get out there, get cooking, get them dirty. Give Barbecue Pro a call.
Strangely enough, we have Katie Lang, who's on line one, who wants to join us as somebody. There we go. Hey, Charles, I'm sure we'll catch up with you again. Barbecue Pro, it sounds like an awesome idea. Well, people will see this later on today. We're going to get this message out there. And I think the idea for Father's Day, and even the gift certificate, is that's a winner. Because you're always figuring out, well, what are we going to get Dad? What's Dad going to get? And you usually get a lousy gift, or you get something crap, and you're like, oh, look, socks or whatever it is. Oh, it's another tie that I won't wear. This is actually something that he can appreciate. So I think it's a fabulous idea. Charles, thanks so much for this morning, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Mike, David, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Have a great day.
That is Charles Munro.